Well, hello, people. I'm Jaby Koay, joined by Achara KIRK.
Hi.
And we're looking at PAGGLAIT. Bagel ketchup. What is it?
PAGGLAIT.
Bagel
hiccups.
That's what she said. Okay. We're talking about Kirsten Stephenson Pino. She couldn't say PAGGLAIT, she said bagel hiccups. And so, PAGGLAIT, what does that mean?
I don't.
It means something else, doesn't it?
We looked this up before.
And we found out that it means what?
I forgot. Something crazy.
PAGGLAIT means PAGGLAIT.
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 PAGGLAIT. We did this before. It's in French.
Oh, it's French?
No.
All right. Well,
I think
anyway.
it just means crazy.
All right.
Somebody tell me.
So it stars Sanya, Malhotra, Sayani, Gupta, and Ashutosh Rana. And it is written and directed by Umesh Bist. So here we go. Let's check this out. Sounds like the Avengers theme song for a second.
रिजवी साहब को पता है आपका लड़का गुजर गया, इसीलिए 20% डिस्काउंट पहले से काट के दिया है।
तो नियम से रहना है 13वीं तक। सिगरेट, शराब, गुटखा सब बंद।
चाय भिजवाते?
अम्मा, हम चाय नहीं पियेंगे। एक पेप्सी मंगवा दीजिए।
बीच नदी में चलेंगे विसर्जन करने। पंडित जी वोटिंग करने थोड़ी आए हैं।
फेसबुक से पता चला यार, स्नेहा ने पोस्ट किया था। 235 कमेंट्स हैं। क्या हो रहा है संध्या? तुम ऐसे क्यों बिहेव कर रही हो? जैसे कुछ हुआ ही नहीं।
वो आस्तिक गिरी जी ने हमारी कंपनी से लाइफ इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी ली थी। उन्होंने 50 लाख का इंश्योरेंस करवाया था। सिंगल नॉमिनी है, उनकी धर्मपत्नी संध्या गिरी।
संध्या बिटिया चाहे तो सेकंड मैरिज कर सकती।
चाहे घर का पैसा घर नहीं रहे।
अगर हम अपने फैसले खुद नहीं लेंगे ना, तो दूसरे ले लेंगे।
Maybe you're right. PAGGLAIT. PAGGLAIT.
सबको लगा हम पगला गए। जब लड़की लोग को अकल आती है ना, तो सब उन्हें पगले हैं, ठीक है?
शादी करेंगी हमसे।
I like that Dance Dance Revolution music there. It sounds kind of like the Xbox game. Dance, what's it called? Just Dance 2021. It just means mad.
Yeah.
Crazy.
PAGGLAIT. That's what I said, PAGGLAIT.
Is it the same word that we say all the time?
Boggle.
Boggle.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's close.
Close.
Ah.
So it's like, that's what you would call a mad person, maybe? Or a mad lady?
She is so pretty, Sanya Malhotra. Jesus.
I'm super interested in this film. I mean, it's the sort of film that I enjoy watching. You know, like I enjoy stories that are kind of quirky and uplifting. I like stories where the female character, or well, any character really, but the main character goes on a journey. And I had a feeling that it was gonna be something like, you know, she finds something about herself. And the part that really got me, which was different in the trailer than in the teaser, was that you see like that whole thing about the life insurance policy and how that changed everything, because suddenly everyone was looking at her like, you got all the money, and then everybody suddenly wants to take control of her and her life, and for once...
It's like winning the lotto.
Yeah, but that's her money. So now she has the choice to kind of live her life the way she wants to, and maybe that makes her crazy. But I feel in the face of things going on in society and what people tell you to do, sometimes doing what you really want to do and doing what your heart says maybe makes people think that you're a little mad, and that's okay.
Sir Isaac Newton never lost his virginity, but he was smart.
What does that have to do with this?
Just did what he wanted. I was smiling because this description here, I'm just gonna call it out, it's kind of funny to me. Carry tissues, because this movie is bound to make you cry from laughing too much.
Ha ha ha!
When Sandhya's husband suffers an untimely death just a few months into their marriage, a slew of revelations forces her to re-examine her priorities and make some hard decisions. PAGGLAIT is the journey of a young widow as she learns how to free her crazy, face the family, and find herself.
Brava.
Brava.
Brava. Bravo, brava.
Is that a word, brava? That's a thing? I don't know, I only heard of bravo.
I've heard of brava. I guess it's just a more pretentious bravo, as if bravo wasn't pretentious enough. You can give it a
Kampai.
brava.
So anyway, yeah, this looks interesting. It's different, and like a number of Indian films that have come out over the past few years, it's quite different from stories that we would get over here. I haven't heard of a story in the States of a woman who loses her husband and she feels pretty okay. I mean, I don't know what the relationship was like between her and her husband that died in the story. It's hard to know how I'm supposed to feel about her indifference to that. Like, she's fixated on the Facebook comments from the post, you know, and she's asking for Pepsi when traditionally you'd want tea in that kind of a circumstance. You were confused about the Pepsi versus tea. I guess it's just unusual for someone to want a soda after their husband died.
Also, whoever it was who was he the brother-in-law or someone who he had to shave his head in mourning and then he had to go into the river with the ashes? Like, he was a bit of a quirky character as well. Like, I really enjoy these fun family dramas or dramedies when you've got that dynamic, because I think in some way we can all kind of relate. I mean, at least I feel I do, and I'm sure many people do, is like everyone's family is a little crazy. It doesn't matter how functional or dysfunctional your family is, there's always a little crazy in there. And so when we watch a film where the family's a little quirky, it's like, on some level, I get it.
Yeah.
You know, and it's kind of fun to watch. Like, I really like it.
I dubbed this genre Anderson because it's like a little bit of Wes Anderson, quirky characters, a little bit of Paul Thomas Anderson, quirky characters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't really see this sort of film in America, and I think you would see this type of story, maybe not this exact story, but this type of story more in indie comedies or like indie family comedies, which I really
Wes Anderson,
enjoy.
Paul Thomas Anderson.
Yeah.
You know, those are like more different outskirts kind of director.
Yeah, it's not
Hollywood,
it's not
you know?
mainstream
Exactly.
Hollywood. It's really fun. Like Little Miss Sunshine was a great example of that. Like, it's just a little bit weird and quirky and funny and heartwarming, and you cry and you laugh at the same time. I love that type of genre.
Yeah, it looks like an interesting film to say the least, and the fart, that was a giggle.
I mean, it made me laugh, but
Yeah.
that's not a surprise. You could just stand in a room and fart and I'd probably laugh, so. Yep.
Classy. So.
Can't help it. If you grew up in my family, you probably be the same.
Yeah, I don't know what the connection between that dude and Sanya Malhotra is. I don't know Sanya Malhotra's connection to the guy who's going into the river to do the thing.
I remember him from the teaser because he seemed to be kind of upset about having to shave his head and do all of that.
Right.
But I think maybe he's a brother or brother-in-law. I mean, that would make the most sense, right? Because if your brother died, then perhaps you would be the one to do the mourning. I doubt it would be her brother. But I don't understand the family dynamics really in like Indian or
Yeah, I mean,
Hindu
it's a bit of a dark comedy that might make for something that's actually more tangible for Americans, for Westerners.
Sure.
Because it's not like Stree, which is like bang, 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 and a lot of like inside nuanced jokes. I feel like this is a little bit more universal and easier to grasp for someone like myself.
Yeah,
If that
but
makes
saying
sense.
that though, I imagine that there's probably some kind of cultural references that we might not understand.
Well, I thought I had a chance, Achara. Now I have no hope.
I mean, everyone has a family, right? So you can understand that on some level, but
I have 3 words for you.
what?
3 Lagan. Anyway. Feeling dry.